What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at mid Litmanen, and this icon is coming out a little bit later than I wanted it to today, but we have got an icon out for today and we have one ready for tomorrow. I want to try and get them going in around probably about 3-4 p.m. every day if I can. Obviously it depends. I will try and always get an icon out. If I do, then it'll be, I'd say 4 p.m. is quite a nice little round number. Everyone's around at that point. We're waiting for team of the year. Litmanen's the one today. We got him in the base to mid icon pack, which was the SBC version. We did have obviously the foot tokens one, but this one is a paid one, so a big L in terms of value. I didn't really spend too much on it. A lot of it was untradeable, so I suppose it's kind of cutting your losses at some point. But let's jump into the review. Let me know down below, who is your favorite icon in the midfield? Let me know down below. Make sure you like and subscribe, and let's get into the review. So Litmanen, straight off the bat, is a 3-star skiller with the 4-star weak foot. Last year we got his prime moments as one of the very, very low tokens in icon swaps, which, to be honest, wasn't an awful card. He was not necessarily the most meta or usable player, but honestly, when I used him, he actually wasn't terrible. And the same with this card. There's certain elements of him that I think, yes, I can see why he's only 187 in a mid-icon version, but there's also kind of elements where I'm thinking, you know what, actually, he's not all that terrible. Yes, I wouldn't say he's usable foot champs wise, unless you're using him for a link and then swapping him out, but he isn't totally useless. He is right-footed, standing at 5'11". He has got a high attacking work rate and a medium defensive with an average body type. So straight off the bat, what are we looking at? Stats that I'm not a big fan of. Obviously, aggression, strength, and also jumping are all terribly low. Aggression coming in at 22 for an 87 or 88 rated card. I don't think I've seen a stat that low other than a defensive stat or an attacking stat on a centre back or a striker. Aggression at 22 is dreadful. We've then got 70 attacking heading accuracy. Not a big fan. 75 balance, and then it's kind of nitty gritty on the long passing, and then the kind of maybe crossing could be a little bit better in terms of overall stat wise. Other than that, everything else is relatively fine. 90 composure, 80 agility is good enough to an extent. We then got great ball control and reactions. Pace is average with a little chem star. You can obviously turn that into quite a nice one. I feel like this guy is going to be an engine, if anything, which I am correct. Turning his pace into 88, his dribbling into 88, and his passing into 87. Turning him into an 89 rated chem. For me, that's not actually that bad. Would I say I'd buy him for 180, 190k? Hell no. 100% no. But there is still stats in this card that you can utilise. His shooting is actually really nice. He's got a lovely, lovely shot outside the box, and he does have the finesse trait. So let's get into some gameplay and see what this card's all about. So if we look at Litmanen, obviously we played him in that direct middle cam role. Obviously I play a 4-2-3-1 personally, and I put him at the bang center in that middle. We see straight away a lovely, lovely cross into a flying bicycle kick from him, and it just kind of went from there. We see a lovely little chip through. Barnes was supplying an absolute dream ball. We go with the chip and just another rocket home, and these are like the first couple of matches playing with him. Very, very impressive. I felt like he was quite a nice card. We see here Torres with a lovely, lovely setup. Unfortunately, Courtois did get a hand to it. Not the greatest shot, and it kind of does show the levels that you've got. Again, little chip volley, Del Piero into him, go for the volley again. Unfortunately, not quite able to get that goal this time, but honestly, he did really well with what was given to him. There was some chances where I'm thinking, you know what, he probably could have done better, and again, he's not necessarily a striker. We see that then. It's a lovely, lovely layoff from Del Piero, little chip, little head, and then into another volley, and then again we see him just playing out of his skin, really, scoring goals, getting assists, putting himself in the box. Really, that's all I ask for a cam. I'm not really asking for many goals from him, but again, we see the ball here. We can see him straight off the bat. We've got the left back in, and again, another volley straight in, and just finally finishing it off. Barnes into him. It's a little chest volley, and it's another goal. So if we do go into the overall, 187 on the Xbox, 164 on the PlayStation, so he has risen a good 6k in terms of what Footbin are recommending from when I did the thumbnail for that one. as we can see on the stats then, like I said, what I pointed out, this kind of whole business here, great stamina, aggression very, very low, 67 strength, 65 jumping, not very good heading awareness or accuracy, I think that is, yeah, accuracy. Balance is a little bit low, but with an engine, as you'll see, it pretty much sorts everything out, bar from maybe long passing could be a little bit more. I would like it above 80, but with the short pass, curve and vision, I'm quite happy for him to be playing a short game and really kind of making that pass and move option, which we saw pretty well. I think he managed to get 5 goals in 3 matches or 6 goals in 3 or 4 matches. I was pretty happy with that return from a cam that, yes, I am feeding the ball into more than I would, but knowing what he can do with that is absolutely perfect. I'd be able to go natural with him and just kind of let him play as he wants, really. We'll put him in that free roam and let him just do his absolute business, because shooting wise is his best stat. It's very nice, got great finishing, positioning and volleys, which we obviously saw a lot of, which was kind of like the whole point of actually laying him off for some volleys. In terms of links, we've obviously gone with another one icon nation with Nedved, and then I do think a very similar player who is probably better and you can get him from an SBC is a big boy JJ. He really actually changed my mind about him. Obviously his base and mid may be a little bit different, but his prime cam is actually a really wonderful card. In terms of kind of like what else you can expect from this card, pace wise is nice. I feel like he's relatively quick. He's not burnout pace quick, but he's got a decent little kind of jog on him. We've then got decent shooting. I think obviously that is his main attribute for me. Passing wise was nice on the short game. Long game's a little bit more risky, does make some stray balls every now and then. Dribbling wise, I thought he was actually quite nice. Bit of agility, which was good. Personally didn't take too long to turn and was quite nice with the left strict dribble. Defending obviously is poor, and physical, stamina, and that is about it. In terms of other players that you could use, we'll go to the similar tab because this always is interesting. So we have got the Litmanen cam, which has got better dribbling, we've got better passing, same shooting, 1 less pace. Wow, that's a terrible upgrade. Hold on a second. That is a terrible upgrade. +3, +3, +1, -1. Literally, for 2 ratings, you get absolutely nothing of an upgrade. No wonder he is 259k. We'll definitely have to give that version a go, because I don't understand how he's gone up 2 ratings, but quite a few of his stats have gone down. That for me doesn't make sense whatsoever. And then obviously his base, for me, isn't the greatest card whatsoever, and that is why he is coming in at 158, which I think is kind of like the minimum price for an icon right now. But like I say, let me know down below, who is your favourite icon midfielder? It doesn't have to be the Hullets, the Vieiras. It can literally be a Xavi. It could be a Lampard. Who is your favourite? You could base it off in real life, kind of when they played, or you could base it off like an underrated icon. Let me know down below. I've given Litmanen a 7.8, probably the lowest icon rating I've given so far, but I feel like the price does speak for the card in my opinion. But hopefully you like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.